Hi friends, today we are going to do a little joy infused lavender and bee watercolor painting class. So let's begin. I have my 4B pencil and I'm going to utilize two brushes today, a number 3 and also this slightly larger round number 3. So here we go. I do love to begin with the little bumblebee, and I always prefer when they're a little plump. Let's get some little wings going, the little body here. So this one we're looking down upon this little bee. We want some sprigs of lavender. And then let's go ahead and have another bee here that's like suckling the nectar, so a little side profile. There we go. And you just want to think about shapes when you're drawing bees. So for the one that you're looking down upon, you just want to think of almost like a little egg shape. And then for the one that's getting the nectar from the bloom, think of almost like a kidney bean. It's a little bit turned. And so here we have the body with the black here. We're just following the curve of the circle. A little face here, some little antennae. Like, oh, there's his little wings. And then this one here, suckling the nectar, more of like the little kidney shape. This face here, middle body. Like, oh, there's his little antennae. And his one wing, because it's a profile view. We're just going to put in some spontaneous sprigs of lavender, a little bit of mark making. And today is about joy, so I'm going to write joy, love, and light. Ooh. And I'm going to go ahead and sign the watercolor as well in pencil. The signature is always considered part of the composition. So just think about that when you're placing your furniture, you're placing your signature. And we're painting in Savannah. And I love receiving the photographs of what you're creating inspired by these classes, so please share your photographs with me. So today we're going to use a little bit less water than we normally do since we're going to have quicker drying time. So I'm just going to have my little, get the bee going on. Just grabbing a little bit of yellow. And then just picking up a tiny bit of teal. And I just want the most translucent amount for these little bee wings. So I just keep adding water. Like, oh, tiny, tiny, tiny. All right. And then to lighten up the blue, I'm going to take some of my paper towel and just dip a corner in and see how it just picks it up. This one I'm just going to blot. Blot too. And for the sake of drying time, I'm going to blot our yellow. And blot. Blot, blot. Sweet little bees. All right, so now we're going to pick up some variations of green, and we've talked about how we want to mix a little bit of complementary color with the Crayola type green just to make it more authentic. And when you think about lavender, it's almost like a bluish green. So I picked up some of the teal here, and we're going to grab some white, a little bit of purple mixed in. I like it. All right, and maybe a little bit of red just to, there we go. Kind of darkens the acidity of the green. So we're going to always, bigger at the base of the lavender, just like in nature with trees, with everything. Everything's always bigger at the bottom. And we're going to grab some here. And I'm just using a very light touch with the brush, and you can see how I'm letting it kind of dance so that I pick up a little bit, pressing down and then pick up to create like line variation and visual interest. And then of course you would have some little leaves. We're just going to, using that same brush, we're just pressing down, lifting up. And you can practice this in a sketch journal. We're just creating beautiful little brambles. All right. Beautiful little brambles. So I'm going to go ahead and start picking up some of the violet and mixing it with the white just to make, lavender is a lot of white mixed with purple with violet, and we're going to have the larger at the bottom, getting smaller at the top, and larger at the bottom, smaller at the top. This is the one where he's like, oh, I've landed on this little bloom. I'm enjoying it. We're going to do the same thing here. I'm going to let it kind of mix with that green. It's lovely. And really it's about holding your brush in new and interesting ways and pressing down and lifting up to create the different sizes of just mark making with your brush. And the more you paint, the easier it will become. And of course with the splatters, you're letting the splatters do some of the work for you to depict the lavender blossoms. And of course, if you want to reference lavender, you can always search online. I paint lavender from memory of being in Provence at the SCAD Lacoste campus, and I've had the pleasure of painting with so many of our SCAD students there. All right. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of blue for a hint of sky. Maybe pick it up a little bit, pick it up a little bit. And this is just a quick, joyful little study that you can practice and play with. So now I'm going to pick up some of you can pick up black or Payne's gray. And you're just going to embellish your little bee. Oh, his little face, little antennae, his little wing, and then the middle body. It's okay if it bleeds a little bit, it just creates more visual interest. Like, oh, there's his antennae. It's just a sweet little bee. I'm just grabbing a little bit of water and letting that do some of the blending for me. Et voila, and then our final little bee bodies. And it's not about perfection, just capturing the essence of things. And the more you study nature, the more second nature it will become. To paint beautiful Mother Nature. As artists, observing is 90% of our job, just studying beauty. There's the little lavender. And voila, that is our joy-filled lavender and bumblebee class. Let me know if y'all have any questions. Light and love, everyone.